Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece chapter summary. This week's chapter is chapter 998, Ancient Types. Some other chapters, some other people have translated it to Ancient Zones, but the official Viz translation is Ancient Types, referring to the zone type devil fruits that will be featured throughout this entire chapter. We get all the reveals of all the different Tobi-Roppo devil fruits. Some people were right, some people were wrong. I'm a little bummed of the things I was wrong about, but let's get into the cover art first of all. It's Eneru resting with a cat. I think it's kind of funny because I had been talking with someone recently about Eneru and him being on the moon and the chance of him coming back down. So I think it's kind of funny that this featured artwork is what I saw first thing this chapter. So, getting into the chapter itself, it starts with people panicking as we see Onigashima is being risen up into the sky, and Marco finally, shows up offering what he can do to help, and then proceeds to set Chopper on fire. We learn very quickly that the flames aren't hot, they're healing fire that's going to help keep Chopper at like room temperature so that the ice doesn't spread. But I really appreciate how Marco has been shown to be an ally, has shown to be a helpful person, at least to Luffy. But Zoro and Brook did not hesitate to try and stab him to death after thinking that he burned Chopper. Marco then proceeds to erupt his flames in a powerful display, healing, well, not healing, but keeping warm all the people who have been affected so far by the Ice Oni. Even Queen gets angry that Marco showed up here to counteract the disease. In addition to Marco, we also have Miyagi and Tristan, that's her name, the mink doctor and nurse that were helping Chopper back on Zoe. I'm going to guess they came with Cat Viper's group, but they're here to help create the vaccine as well. And Chopper does promise that he will make for friend and foe. A doctor has to help people. So, after that, Apu actually tries to get the jump on Chopper. Apparently, the slash from Zoro did not kill him, which is good because he's technically supposed to be on the same level as Zoro and Luffy and all of them. While I would put money on Luffy and Zoro in one-on-one fights, these guys shouldn't be taken down as quickly as Hody Jones. Like, you know what I mean? But as he does so, X-Drake comes in his full-on Allosaurus mode, grabs Apu and tells Zoro, if you can find it in your heart to trust me, I can take this guy down. And Zoro basically gives him the okay and moves on towards what he needs to do. Given who is currently of the Straw Hat crew, who's currently down on the ground floor, I'm going to take a guess that Brook and Robin are going to stick around to help Chopper, while Zoro and Marco are going to head up to the top and try to... Well, Marco's going to fly Zoro up to the top, and then Zoro's going to go help take on Kaido. So we cut deeper into Onigashima with Jinbei still babysitting Luffy. The two of them ask themselves for a moment, hey, where did Sanji go? Jinbei says, well, maybe Sanji sensed a powerful opponent and ran off to stop that guy before he, stops us. And even Luffy goes, wow, my observation hockey needs some work because I didn't even notice someone worth my time over there. So neither of them really realize Sanji is just trying to find the women in danger, not so much the actual danger. Though this kind of bit Sanji in the butt, as we saw in the last chapter, where he literally fell into a spider web of a trap. But Jinbei is now also staying behind because the panel we see is surrounded by a whole bunch of cat towers with cat-looking people in the shadows, and it definitely fits the theme of all those other pirates we saw with Who's Who. And it is revealed in a few panels later that Who's Who has the power of the ancient saber-toothed tiger model. I know a lot of theories were going out about that. I was backing it mostly because I couldn't think of anything else that would make sense. But he owns the saber-toothed tiger devil fruit. Now, what I found more interesting was, so Who's Who taunts Jinbei by, calling him the former warlord of the sea. Jinbei spits back with, hey, I would prefer to be called the helmsman of the Straw Hat Crew, since that is a much better title to have. And then Jinbei mentions that he feels like he's seen Who's Who before. And Who's Who mentions that Jinbei has, he's seen Jinbei before. And Jinbei goes, I feel like I would remember you. Maybe if you weren't wearing that mask. And Who's Who actually takes offense to that. He's like, well, too bad you're not going to live long enough to see it. So definitely look forward to a reveal. Who knows? Maybe that's a reveal we'll get in Chapter 1000. Maybe Captain Kuro is Who's Who. Think about it. Cats, cat devil fruit, cat crew. It all makes sense if you think about it for not a lot of time. But we haven't seen him in a while, and most enemies in One Piece don't stay down. I mean, even Captain Morgan showed up in a cover series. Eneru's on the moon. We know Arlong is in prison, but we know Hachan escaped. Maybe we'll see Arlong again. So, of course, tons of theories are going to go out about Who's Who is. But until then, I'm going to stick with my maybe he's Captain Kuro theory. It's been 2 years. He could have made it to the New World. He seems like a smart enough guy that Kaido would want him on his crew. So that's going to be my guess for now. More importantly, Sasaki. Sasaki tells his crew, tells his guys to get out of his way, rams into Frankie at full speed, and is revealed to be a Triceratops devil fruit. So, personally, I really wanted him to be an Ankylosaur, because that's the dinosaur that I really liked as a kid. It's big, it's armored, it has a giant hammer for a tail. I feel like it fits the armored division very well. But a Triceratops works too. It's my second favorite, so I'll take it. Continuing on with that, we finally see Black Maria's form, which I have written it down because it is very hard to pronounce, but it is an ancient spider devil fruit called the Rosemigale Grauvolgeli. I butchered that name, but it is an ancient spider that is currently extinct. So, I'm going to say, yay, I did it, I figured it out, but only, one chapter after seeing a spider web and thinking, well, maybe. So, to people out there who guessed this way earlier, kudos. For me, it was really cool. I enjoy the comedy bit of Sanji looking around, seeing nothing but women, and going, wow, I know I need to get away, but this could also just be heaven. Even Black Maria's like, that's something's wrong with you. We don't see anything else of what's going on there, but I feel like this is still going to be a huge test of Sanji's chivalry, because he can't just die here, but it's quite obvious he can't get away either. I have no idea where it's going to go. But we're going to move on to the final members of the Tobiropo. We see our Spinosaurus, page 1, and our Pachycephalosaurus, Ulti, bursting through a wall as the two of them are still on the hunt for Nami and Usopp. We don't see anything else from there, but we move on to the final 2 panels. Yamato has taken Momonosuke to a safety room, basically. It's like an abandoned part of Onigashima where a dragon statue has been stored. Apparently, it used to be displayed in the front of the entrance to Onigashima. I'm going to guess a testament to Kaido's power, but it was damaged by Ace, who came to kill Kaido. Honestly, I feel like Chapter 1000 might start a flashback of Kaido's life, as, maybe like from his time on the Rocks crew forward, or maybe even his childhood, all leading up to Kaido facing off against Ace. I didn't think that was where the flashback would end, but it may be like Kaido's childhood, his time on the Rocks crew, kind of like when he took over Wano, and then maybe like a little bit of a time skip because we already saw what happened with Odin. But the flashback may end with him facing off against Ace. Honestly, I kind of want to know more about Ace now because first we now know he, tried to kill Kaido, but he also tried to kill Whitebeard. So, I mean, we also know he met with Shanks to thank him for, saving Luffy. I'm gonna take a wild guess Ace tried to go kill Big Mom too, unless he thanked Shanks, tried to kill Kaido, tried to kill Whitebeard, and then went home, because he now lives with Whitebeard. But then again, if he knew about Odin, well, I guess Ace didn't know Odin. So then Ace wouldn't have known that Odin was a friend of... But if he became friends with Yamato, then obviously she would have told him about Odin's life and being a member of Whitebeard's crew. But if Ace is already on the hunt for Blackbeard, he wouldn't go home because he's still hunting. So probably what went through Ace's head was, I'll take down this Kaido guy and, avenge Odin, who used to be a member of Pops' crew. Didn't win, obviously, because Kaido's still around, and then said to himself, okay, I'll go kill Blackbeard for what he did, go home, tell Dad what happened, and then me, Whitebeard, and the rest of the crew will go fight Kaido and avenge Odin. That's probably how it went down. That's just my guess, of course. But I'm definitely looking forward to finding out what happened there. The rabbit hole grows deeper as we find out just more and more characters have such a deep connection to Wano. But to sum things up, Devil Fruit powers revealed, Sanji's in a lot of trouble, I'm bummed I was wrong about Sasaki, and we'll just have to find out what happens in the next few chapters. We got one more chapter before chapter 1000, and I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.